What's going on, everyone? This is Christian Thomas, and I am coming at you guys with a very, very serious topic. As many of you know, yesterday, Valentine's Day, there was a high school shooting that took place in Florida, and the name of the school is Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, and it was located in Parkland, Florida. And so far, from what I can gather, several students were injured and several others died. And 17 students died, and many were injured in this casualty. And one teacher and one football coach, he also died by trying to save the lives of other students. And I have to say that he was a true hero. And learning that Coach Aaron Face, that's the name of the coach that died, between yesterday and today, he was shielding some students from this tragedy, making sure they didn't get hurt or anything like that. And this was a sad situation all around. And the person that committed this shooting was someone by the name of Nicholas Cruz. He was 19 years old, and he was a former student at the high school, and he got expelled due to obviously bad behavior. And yesterday morning, he came into the school and he just started firing shots, and it terrorized a lot of people. I can't imagine how they must feel, and it's going to take a lot for them to recover, and I hope that each and every one receives the proper justice that they deserve, and I hope that the legal system punishes Nicholas Cruz to the fullest extent. And as sad as this tragedy is, and it's heartbreaking for not only the people that have lost loved ones in this tragedy, but also the ones that survived. They have to live with the fear of going to school now, and they don't feel safe anywhere now, and it's heartbreaking, and no one should have to live like that. And just a few weeks prior, 2 shootings occurred, one in Texas and one in Kentucky. And it's just becoming too much. And when will this stop? When will we do something? What are we going to do? I mean, we can sit back and cry gun control, mental health, stop bullying. We can cry all of that until the cows come home. But what are we going to actually do? What common solutions will we actually take? That's my question. We can talk and we can have all of these debates and we can pray and all that all day. But until we reach some sort of actual solution, some sort of actual plan, then we're just blowing smoke. And this is not a game. We need to just stop talking and start doing. This shouldn't be just a political platform. It should be an American platform, because it's an American problem. And that's what is so unnerving to me about people inserting politics and race into all of this. And it's not a political issue, it's not a race issue, it's a countrywide issue. And for the people that are blaming NRA and Donald Trump and this and that, remember, the NRA didn't cause those shootings, neither did Donald Trump. The person who had that gun, who shouldn't have had a gun, caused those shootings. And what I think what should be done personally about situations like this is, first and foremost, I believe that all school officials should be armed. And if you're a college student, if you're in college, I believe that all students should be armed too. Just so everybody can have a way to defend themselves and to defend others from being hurt, to decrease the likelihood of these incidences. And also, for people who want to get guns, we should be stricter on background checks, and we should conduct psychological evaluations. And just outright making gun-free zones, that does nothing. And that yesterday, Kentucky, Texas, San Bernardino, Las Vegas, all of these incidences have proven that gun control laws and gun-free zones, they don't do anything. I know that a lot of the gun control advocates, I know a lot of them mean well when they say that regulations on guns should be had, and I agree to some extent, because if you have an assault rifle, I don't think if you're just defending your home, I don't think you need an assault rifle to defend your home. I think you should be happy with a Glock or a pistol or shotgun or what have you. Unless you're in the military, I see absolutely no need for assault rifles. And what one thing that many of these shootings have in common is that one, they all take place in supposedly gun-free areas. Making areas gun-free is an absolute joke, because if somebody wanted to do something crazy and evil, they're going to do it anyway, regardless of whatever laws put in place. I do believe that we should have stricter regulations on like these on gun laws and stuff like that, because like I said before, people who are mentally unstable and like people who have bipolar or schizophrenia and stuff like that, I'm not saying that these people are inherently dangerous, because I don't believe they are. But if they're in the wrong state of mind, it can really trigger them to do something that they can't take back. And I don't know what Nicholas Cruz's deal was, and there's just absolutely no excuse. And it really breaks my heart to have to sit here and see many families lose loved ones, and many lives will never be the same again. And I mean, no one should feel like they're in prison because of some crazy person's actions. And I really wish that we lived in a carefree world where nothing like this would happen. I really wish that. But the truth of the matter is, we live in the exact opposite, where these things are becoming far too commonplace now. Although I don't think mass shootings are necessarily the biggest phenomenon, but it's still too prevalent because people are still shooting. And I'm not trying to make a racial statement or a political statement or anything like that, because in my personal opinion, it has very little to do with politics. It has to do with people who are stupid, crazy, and evil and downright deranged. And with that said, please send your thoughts, prayers. If you can contribute financially, please do so. Please try to help out these victims as much as possible. If you can't contribute financially, then just sending them your love and encouragement. I'm pretty sure that will mean a lot to them, because I know that words of encouragement can go a long way. I try to be as encouraging as I possibly can, but with each passing day, and when stuff like this happens all the time or too often, it honestly gets harder and harder. And I mean, it's just too heartbreaking. It angers me, because a lot of children had lives ahead of them, and many hopes and dreams are destroyed now. And I pray and I hope that these families and that these students and teachers and faculty and staff, I hope they all get the help that they so desperately need, because they're gonna need quite some time to recover and heal from this. I don't think they're ever going to fully heal from it, to be quite honest. And the best thing I can do is just send them my love my way. And I stand with people who have gone through this. I stand with everybody. I stand with not only Parkland, but also Kentucky, Texas, San Bernardino, Bronx, and the whole slew of other victims of different massacres and stuff like that. I know that the Valentine's Day massacre was originally a historical phenomenon, and it appeared as of yesterday that phenomenon became an unsettling modern reality. And I just, everybody just do the best you can. Like, be the best person you can be. If you want to change the world, be the change that others want to see. And that's all I have to really say about it at this point. And may God, or whoever that you worship, God, Jesus, Allah, whatever it is that you worship, may may they be with you as well. I know that I'm going to send my thoughts and prayers out to you all tonight and in the coming days and forever and ever, to ensure that your heart is at rest and that you will get all the peace that you so deserve. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I genuinely mean that. And goodbye, guys. See y'all in the next video.